Listen. Come here. Come here. A little closer. Okay, maybe a little too close. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, listen. Listen closely. You're bad. Hi guys, Bran here. Today we're gonna have a little bit more of an intense video, so some feelings may get hurt, but you know, I kind of want to get this off my chest because it's something that I've been seeing lately, or just in general with the Dead by Daylight community, which kind of just like really annoys me. So I'm going to talk about it and how I'm annoyed and how this is a problem. Remember, if you like these videos, there is a way to actually like them. So if you like the work that I do and you want to show me that I do a good job, I would really appreciate if you liked the video. Otherwise, let's get ahead and get this started. So the subject of today's video is what I like to call cosplaying competition, because that's what's happening in Dead by Daylight when you pretend you are really good at this game. When people pretend that they're very good at Dead by Daylight, they're cosplaying as somebody who is an actual competitor in other competitive games like Dota 2, League of Legends, Street Fighter, Tekken, etc. You are cosplaying as somebody who in other games has had to put forth eons and eons of effort, tons and tons of effort, to become an incredible master of your game. And you are cosplaying as one of those people because in Dead by Daylight, if we're being frank, it does not take a whole lot of time and effort to be really good at the game. It just doesn't. People can hit red ranks in 300 hours. I had a friend the other day tell me that he hit red ranks. He hit rank 1 in 300 hours. I'm not saying rank 1 means you're just like really good at the game, but this is supposedly the highest level of the game, right? You can hit that in 300 hours. 300. That's like barely any time at all. You know how much effort it takes to be good at other games in like the competitive genre, in the competitive market? Let's take a game like Tekken 7. Let's take a game like Tekken 7. Did you know almost every character in Tekken has about 100 moves? You know what you got to worry about in Dead by Daylight? Did they run left? Did they run right? Are they going to vault the window? Are they going to drop the pallet? Are they going to vacuum back into the pallet? Are they going to double back? That's it. What is that? Like 6 things? In Tekken, each character has like 100 moves, all with its own frame data. I know you guys may not know what frame data is, but essentially it's the how good is the move? How fast is it? How plus is it? Or, we're getting to fighting games terms and you may not understand this. Basically, how good is the move? Is it good or bad? And that's all based on numbers, right? And there are 100 moves for almost every character in Tekken 7. Realistically, they only use about like 10, 20 of them because, you know, like I said, some of them are bad. But I would still say around 10 to 20 of them are good, and it's stuff that they use. And they could always break out any of those 100 moves at any time just to mix things up. And if you want to be able to counter those, if you want to have a good idea on how to counteract that character, you got to know that frame data. You got to know how to counter things. You got to put in that work in practice in the lab. You have to. But you think you're good at video games, or you're gonna gloat at someone, or you think you're hot stuff because so you're gonna. I think the main reason I've brought this up is because I see so much gloating and people talking down to other people, like, I can't believe you have that many hours and you still don't do this, or what? Like, I can loop you for days, I can sauce on you, I can sauce on any killer. I watched my favorite toxic YouTuber click, so I'm gonna do it too. Guys, you're not that good. Like, do you see, like, there's a reason games like Tekken 7 have worldwide competitions and have real sanctioned tournaments, which is what DBD doesn't have. Because, you know what? Let's segue into our next topic. Most of the game is based on RNG. Cold Tower, which is widely regarded as one of the fairest maps in the game, can sometimes spawn double pallets. Sometimes I've had a map one time with Cold Tower where it spawned double pallets twice on 2 opposite sides, one up there and one down by the shack. I have also had a Cold Tower spawn where it was just tire tracks for most of it. Besides the tiles, it was just tire tracks. The map spawns are random. The strength of your moves is literally random. I cannot tell you how many times I've been like teabagged and told I suck in after chat when somebody got fractured cowshed, which literally has down by shack. Usually it spawns a long wall into a long short tile into shack. That person thought they were so good at the game. They looped me for so long. Well, yes, because you had 3 connected tiles of high level strength. Yes, of course you did well, you forehead. Like, it really stuns me just how much people do not understand when the RNG is helping them. But they don't understand when the RNG is helping them, and then they think, like, wow, I'm so good at this game. I'm so good. I just saw Stun the Killer. Like, it is stupid. It is just dumb. It is really dumb, the lack of awareness that they have. Also, on the flip side, like, if you're a killer and you're on Shelter Woods and it's just all L wall, T walls, the killer will be like slapping you on hook and, you know, yelling at you in after chat, and it's like, A, it was Shelter Woods, and B, we didn't get good tile spawns. So you're not that good, kid. You're just not. And I think that, combined with what I talked about earlier, that like other games require such knowledge, intimate knowledge, to understand and to perform well, on top of DBD having such an RNG and luck factor based in success, it is really, really embarrassing that people think that they have done something of worth and value enough to rub it in other people's faces. Like, when somebody does something really, really cool, and like any of these other games that actually have competitive competitions, like, it makes a little bit more sense. But in Dead by Daylight, I don't know, dude, just, I guess you greeted the pallet once and then you pressed E and you dropped the pallet, so I guess you're good now. Like, it's that it took 2 brain cells to do that, dude. Like, I'm not saying this game doesn't take any effort. It's like, if we're looking at like a tier list, like S is like the highest level and D is like the lowest. I think it's like a mid B. It's like B minus. You still need to know a lot to, like, you know, run loops correctly, do moonwalks, know when to greet a pallet, when to not, when to double back. You know, that's stuff you got to learn, and stuff that you can't do even if you've played the game for a little bit. I will say that. But I am firm in my belief that this is like B minus level game at the best in terms of competition and how much effort it takes to be good at the video game. You are not that good. You are not that good, and that is why you cannot rub it in other people's faces, because other games take so much more effort, and this game comparatively takes no effort to be good at compared to those games. So you're not a competitive god. You're not great at the game. Please stop running it in people's faces, because you have not done anything. Man, it's so nutty. I can't believe it. It's so nutty. I can't believe it. We have people out here stretching their resolution for an advantage that some people can't have, and then they're J-flicking around corners, and they're like, wow, I'm the best player Dead by Daylight ever. And it's like, some people are out here learning like 20 to 100 moves and how to counter them, and it's child's play. It's Legos to Mega Blocks. It's Fisher Price's first competitive game, and it's child's play. It's child's play, and it's embarrassing when you gloat about it. Sorry, this one was a little bit more salacious, a little bit more vicious, but like, I think just in terms of like playing so many different competitive games, Dead by Daylight's probably the easiest competitive game that I've ever played. And the fact that people think they're such like hot stuff because they know how to do things that are, you know, relatively simple to understand, it's just kind of like embarrassing. And if there could be a positive takeaway at the end of this video, don't listen to people who are like, I saw stun you, I'm so much better than you, because like the things they're doing is not that difficult. The things they're doing is not that hard. They are not hot stuff. They are not that great at video games. So they're gassing themselves up because I feel like they know that the stuff they're doing is not that intense. So they got to make it seem like it's a big deal. That way they really seem like they stopped you. But yeah, it's all BS. So don't listen to it. So hopefully that helps you out in the world with Dead by Daylight when somebody's like trying to gloat and seem like they're a lot better than you. All of this really isn't that intense. All that's really not that in depth. So it's like splitting hairs at that point. So don't take it to heart. Don't take it seriously. So yeah, hopefully you had a good time watching this video. Remember, if you really, really had a good time watching this video, you say you liked watching the video. There's a way to like it. Yes, that was a good segue, except it wasn't. But if you like having more bad segues, you could, sub to stick around to hear more bad segues. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if I don't see you in the next one, or on the Twitch side of things, I will see you when I see you, friends. Goodbye.